Hello everyone! So finally the Wan 2.1 VACE released. This is called the all-in-one video creation and editing model. It's based on Wan 2.1 and the same team created this for video editing. If you've come across the Flux Ace Plus, which is a similar paper talking about image editing and creation using in-context-aware editing for images, well now with VACE, it's for videos. Basically, it uses the same approach as ACE, but applies in-context editing to videos. It's still in progress because right now, on Hugging Face and GitHub repositories, they're releasing preview versions of the models. On the GitHub project, there's code and a pipeline to run this in Python. As you can see, there are several features for video editing using VACE. We're going to talk about one or two features in this video, or maybe I'll create a series of videos discussing VACE later on. So, as you can see, one of the interesting things about VACE is referencing. It's like ACE, where we use an image for in-context editing. But now, with videos, we can use a reference image like this one. We can mask regions in the video and have a reference character image for video editing. Basically, this isn't just masking an area and pasting something or another image on top of that. This uses the image as a reference and handles angle transitions smoothly because it references instead of doing image to video. For example, here, we got the handbag holding as a reference from this image. The object maintains consistent styles even when the angles of the handbag change. Then, the character face here gives the generated video a reference for how the face should look. Similar things can be done with pose control. Now, this becomes very simple with VACE. Pose control for AI videos used to be hard back then, especially when maintaining motion in generated videos. But in VACE, it's included as one of the features. It's mind-blowing because you can have a very consistent character by referencing an image. It references styles, treating that as an object, and puts it into context for your generated video, even in different poses. Like Naruto here, you see him in different angles, not just from the reference image. It's able to produce consistent styles for the character. I think this is going to change the game in AI right now. I also saw many AI artists or VFX artists drilling into consistent styles in AI videos or AI images, how they can reproduce consistent styles using character sheets or training their own LoRa. For in-context reference, like VACE, I don't think we need to worry too much about consistent characters anymore, because with just one image like this, you can already get your consistent style character. A good example is Naruto. You have a basic image of Naruto and you can create different actions and motions for the character like this. In ComfyUI, of course, there's a new update for that. The fun part is using the video wrapper. They've got the latest update, including the Wan Video VACE encode for running the VACE model. As you can see, there are three core input parameters: input frames, reference image, and input mask. These are the things you can control for video editing. In this video, I'll be running through referencing videos first, and also controlling them with references. As you can see in their GitHub project, they've got reference to video generation, video to video editing, masked video to video editing, and other task compositions as well. In this video, we'll try out reference to video generation because this is a nice feature to include in our AI video tools for production. As you guys have seen in Clean AI and Minimax, they have the reference image for video creation, and this is the same feature they have there, but this runs locally on your computer right now. Of course, video-to-video editing, we've played around with that since Animated If, and in previous videos where I talked about Wan 2.1 Fun Control, and in the V8 for Wan 2.1. We've included it as one of the features in this whole ecosystem, so this is pretty good news for video editing using AI, and it looks pretty cool. First of all, we've got referencing here. As you can see, I've got three objects as references. One is this male character, the second reference is the female character here, and the third is the background image for the video scenes. I'm using Olama Vision to transfer the image to text. Therefore, we can use this text description as the text prompts for what we're going to do in the upcoming steps. Here we're combining the image and the text prompts together. First, the image. We set up a canvas and remove the backgrounds for each object. Of course, the background image we set up for the video scenes, we don't have to remove its background for other character objects or items as object references. We'll remove the background. We also included the text prompt joined with those three references. I've connected this part to where part 1 here is the customized text prompts that we want to do. For example, I want cinematic scenes of a man and woman holding hands, walking on the street, looking like they're dating in New York Times Square. So therefore, we've got these three elements as the things we're going to use in generating the video. Then we've got the VAE, the VA settings, where we input all those settings as image references. Here we've joined those images as a canvas and put that into one image for the referencing images. We've also got the output for our VAE embed, which we're going to transfer into our sampling steps. Before the sampling steps, we have to check out the WAN models loader, where we've got the Wan 2.1 1.3 preview. This is coming from the KJ node, repackaged for the VACE preview. As you've seen, and I just mentioned, this is just a preview of the VACE model. They're going to release the official models for Wan 2.1, and of course the 14B will be released later. They've also trained the LTX videos using VACE, which is a pretty fun thing to play around with. It looks like a framework that can adapt to different AI models as well. Get the text encoder and VAE as well. In this link, it has all the repackaged versions for the Wan video wrapper compatible to use here. I'm using the Sage Attention. If you don't have that, you can go back to the SDPA Attention mode to run this. Then we've got the sampling steps, which are pretty self-explanatory. One thing I have to mention here is that we don't use the skip layer guidance in this reference to video generation because it looks awful. It gets overcooked. Basically, for video generation, if we use the skip layer guidance, the output is just not what you want to achieve. Tcache, I bypass that or disconnect it by default because I just don't think Tcache helps much for what I'm doing with reference to video generation. Therefore, I've just got the enhanced video nodes here, which help a little bit with video quality. So there we've got the generated video. As I did in the examples here, we've got those three references. You've got the character standing, the female character standing on the right side, and the background looks urban-like, replicating from what I have in the reference image. This is a really fun thing I've played around with. I'll be using random seed numbers in the sampling step to try out different variations. I've tried using CFG. The sweet spot is CFG4. It's going to be okay for this kind of video generation, but all other settings you can play around with. There's no exact answer. It all depends on how you set it up and how you want the video to look. I'm going to try a few more times and see how that looks. Before that, I've generated some surface examples where I used multiple references to image videos. One example like this one. The first time I used reference to video with the character and two characters here. I generated the scenes of a young couple dating, walking on the beach, smiling, very happy kinds of styles. This looks pretty fun to play around with. I also switched around to a senior man and woman walking. This was the first try I did with reference to video during my testing time. I also got Albert Einstein in a cool 3D character style talking about quantum physics. Someone in Discord gave me the idea to try this out. I got another Albert Einstein talking about physics and chemistry in a 3D cartoonish style here. Before multiple referencing, I tried using one character as a reference and the background as a second reference. I got this kind of generation as well, for cartoonish animation styles with the character walking on a New York street like this. After that, I tried more than one character as a reference and had two characters here, trying it out with three objects referencing in this workflow. In Clean AI, you've got a maximum of 4 objects. I think that's reasonable because once I reached 3 objects, it started getting inconsistent. Sometimes, the prompt adherence wasn't following what we had. Even the character consistency wasn't looking like what we had in the reference. For example, the pants on the female character became long pants rather than following the reference image of short pants. That's because there were too many text prompts when we embedded it using large language models, especially vision language models like Ollama. While it's good that we can run everything locally, if you put too much into the text prompt, the AI starts getting confused. If you see scenarios like this where it's not really following what you have in the reference image, I suggest disconnecting the join strength from the Ollama generated text prompt and manually fixing some prompts to make it simpler. Less is more, and it performs better here. For example, here, we've got the background as a reference image, showing the text prompts. Based on that, I can copy whichever text I need for the reference style. Because sometimes the language model adds things we don't want. It describes the image in ways we don't need. Even if I only describe the color, shape, and style, it still adds extra descriptions about the image. That happens with almost all language models. So, it shows the white background on top of the New York street, and you'll see them walking like a fashion show. It doesn't follow what I have in the input text prompt. So, if you have more than two references as objects, I suggest putting them in separate text notes so you can copy and paste into the combined prompt. Have clearer text prompts rather than a bunch of text generated from language models that confuse the AI. Okay, so we've got a better, simpler prompting structure. Based on the language models generating those character styles from text descriptions, I just use what I need in a very simple way to describe the outfit styles and body shape. I put that into the combined prompts where I've got two references, and then the third reference here is my own created text prompt describing some actions. For example, here I put the man and woman, a young couple holding hands together, walking on the street cheerfully, and the location here. This is the last part, where it comes from the third reference group. I've got a simplified version of New York City Times Square text prompts copied from here, and it works better for what we need in video generation because we already have the three reference images and we get way better prompt adherence for what I want, especially the backgrounds. It follows what we have in the same theme style of our reference background and the character outfits as well. Previously, if I just used the full text descriptions from the language model transferred from Ollama or whatever I connected, Ollama is Llama 3.2 Vision. You can use other vision language models. It provided unnecessary text that led to things I didn't want in the video, such as the white background because it was included in the text prompt from Ollama, and it eventually showed up in the video generation. Also, other objects, like the pants on the female character here, weren't following what I wanted in my reference image. It gets overwhelming if you put too much text into the video input text prompts. Less is more, and keeping it simple works better sometimes for what we need in reference to video. So, I'll keep it simple instead of having so many custom nodes here. Maybe I'll use a load image and connect it to the reference. That way it'll be simpler for beginners to play around with. I'll use that as another version for beginner users. I'll post that in the link in the description below. It'll be easier to play around with, and you can customize the input image or whatever reference objects you want to locate. You can do it yourself and put that image here for a simpler way to handle it for beginner users. The other feature I want to talk about in this video about VACE is pose as a control for your reference image. What they call it is video to video for control. Basically, it's just like typical video to video where we have the pose. For example, in my case here, I'm using a reference video with the DW pose preprocessor and passing that preprocessed output here as the input frames in VACE. But something we can do better to restyle our videos using VACE is, now we have in-context referencing for objects or characters. Here, I've got this soldier image that I generated previously using my AI character face. I put that here, remove the background, resize the image for easier visualization by the AI, and then I use foreign tool to get the styles from the image. This way, it's easier for more people to play around with, because when I use Ollama, you have to set up Ollama and download the language model, etc. An alternative way is using Florence 2, which you can include everything in your ComfyUI system. Of course, you have to download the custom nodes here and run this. The next step is the prompt. The prompt is going to be easier to run here because we have simpler text generation from Florence 2 for image captioning. we can pass this into our combined prompt. The first part of this combined prompt is where I'm describing a man walking on the street. The street is burning with fire and smoke in the air. It's like a cinematic scene. I put this pose, the DW pose, here as a guide for our character walking. Let's try out this generation using other seed numbers and see how that looks. Before these generations, I tried already with a few other examples using the same motions where I referenced the character and had them walking in burning fire with the prompt description. Sometimes, in the first few tries, it didn't follow what I had in my text prompts because, again, when I used too much detail in the VACE, I found out it overwhelmed the AI, causing it to get creative with the text prompts. So for using VACE, I'd suggest keeping the prompts simple. Just pinpoint what you need but make it as simple as possible for the AI to understand what you want to create. That's good enough. Once I simplified the text prompt, I was able to use this reference character image exactly how I wanted for the video pose here. We'll see how that looks in the upcoming generated video. We've got few generated result using these motions. This time the character's got some equipment carrying on the back, giving me some more creativity, and of course the same motion, walking on the street using my reference video here. I got another generated result that looks like this, where the character's carrying other kinds of equipment on the back. Another try generated a result like this, where it's really following up with what we have in the reference video. It also added some creativity where the character's actually standing on the back, talking while the other soldiers are walking. They've got some similar things in the way of doing in-context object transfer, but the best way is going to be using the same composition of the first frames from the reference video. That'll be more accurate for performing control net transfer of the motions. It'll be able to reproduce what we have using our reference image. I'll be trying that out in part 2 of the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. This one is the reference, so this one is reference to video and this one is control to video. We'll explore more about AI videos later, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. See ya.